Jai Shri Ram. This is a nice and simple sloka to learn, which has a deep philosophy. Manasyekam vachasyekam karmanyekam mahatmanah. Manasyekam vachasyekam karmanyekam mahatmanah. Manasyekam vachasyekam karmanyekam duratmanah. See the pun on the words. They keep one in their mind, manasyekam, there's one in the mind, one idea in the mind, but they say another thing, vachasyekam, karmanyekam. They say they do something else altogether. This is how crooked and wicked people behave. But the truly great ones, the Mahatmas, are manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmanaha. That means there is a unity of purpose, unity of thought. What they say is what they thought, and what they do is what they say. What they do is what they say they will do. There's no discrepancy. You can trust these people. Our so-called Mahatmas were scoundrels. They thought one thing, said something, and did something else, and backstabbed a whole nation, a whole civilizational nation. See, India was not born in 1947. Some idiots would like to say that India is a nation state born in 1947. You bloody fool. India is a civilizational state which is lakhs of years old. If not lakhs, at least 10,000 years old. The Ramayana must have been at least 7 to 8,000 years old. So India is not a nation state born in 1947. It is a civilizational nation born lakhs of years ago. So a true Mahatma is one who has this quality. Manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmana. That means they think of something, they speak of the same thing, and do what they say they would do. These are the Mahatmas. And the same line can describe, because of the pun now, we are punning on the same words. Manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, duratmanaha. They think of one thing, say something else, and do something else altogether. These are the scoundrels. Manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmana. The same thing can be written differently. Manasyanyat, manasanyat, vachasanyat, karyecha anyat, duratmana. Anyat is attached. Manasyanyat, vachasyanyat, karyecha anyat, duratmanaha. Think one thing, say another, do something else, and actually something else happens. Something else actually happens. So there are 4 things here now. These are fools actually. The fools are think of one thing, say one thing, do something, and finally something else totally happens. Something completely different happens. And sometimes that might be good also. Serendipity can work in our favor sometimes. So you don't know. Sometimes a fool unwittingly helps us. But actually the problem with fools is they unwittingly harm us. See, people who are likely to harm us, we can usually identify beforehand. So we know that this fellow is the enemy. But friendly fire is a problem, you see. The fellow who harms you unintentionally, unwittingly, he is more dangerous than the enemy. So, manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmanaha, manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, duratmanaha. That is one way to put it, which is an easier sloka to learn. The other version is manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmanaha, manasanyat, vachasanyat, karyecha anyat, duratmanaha. And the worst fellows are think one thing, say another, do something, and something else actually happens. Jai Shri Ram.